Just so that watchers don't think I've abandoned railways altogether, here's an update on the Garden Railway. We've had 3 good running sessions this week. The track has largely survived the winter. I've given it a clean, I'll just say it, but there are electrical continuity problems at fish plates. Successfully, we've been running the battery operated locos. This green one here is a modified Playmobil. There's a Playmobil in original. So a Playmobil pulling Playmobil trucks, a modified Playmobil pulling Bachmann trucks, and a Bachmann brake van, which I believe never ever appeared in NW colours. There is this passing loop, and so the children, 2 separate groups of children, had great fun chasing one another around the track and overtaking in the passing loop. The track-powered vehicle I ran was my modified Thomas. Clicked on and switched to track power. Just broke off to chat to a neighbour. So I've not put the cold thing back. So inside here we've got a switch to switch it between track power and battery power. The other switch is for charging and normal. And there are a couple of batteries in the side tanks, and then this lovely little receiver speed controller device that's in there. I can switch it on to track power, it works fine. I can't pair the transmitter with the receiver and get it to run on battery power with remote control at the moment, so I need to solve that. I haven't put the windows back into Annie and Clarabelle yet because I'm considering whether I really do want to keep this livery. They were glued in and they broke up when it came out. You did notice that I did put bits of window in to add some representation of a guard's fan at the back, and 3 windows, so it looks a little bit like it might be push-pull. Looking at the track, as far as the bedways go, it's fine. It has tilted that way a little along the back. I can mechanically swing it. Let me just go and look closer. Yes, I can actually twist it back, and I'll have to consider whether that adverse camber tilting that way is a problem. As you know, it runs right the way around the garden, and then over behind that bush is the point which starts the passing loop. And what else? Well, I bought a couple of coaches. These are Bachmann large scale, and so what I need you to do now is help me out. So it comes apart nicely, but it does look very American. It's got lighting in it, track powered lighting, nice seating, and what I'm wondering is how it would look if I just reliver it, maybe to match what I've done to Annie and Clarabelle, but cut these verandas off and the overhangs on the clerestory part. Because the roof splits there, what I'm thinking of is a grey roof and maybe a maroon livery, because I happen to have the red paint. I've taken the windows out. As I say, it's got seating which will go back inside. But if I'm doing a grey roof, whether to have a stripe in a contrasting colour along this part, because I wouldn't have to mask it off from the bottom, just mask it from the roof. So that's a project. The other thing about that is I got some cheap Chinese people. They are under scale from any other Bachmann or other people, but I'm just thinking that they won't be so noticeable if they're stuck inside this coach. Certainly that's the intention then, to chop their legs off or otherwise get them seated inside this coach. So there we are, a little bit of sawing to be done, and I'll do a video of that as I progress. All I've done so far is unscrew it. You know, well, it's if you want a robust thing, well, the children were able to play with these. Children of all ages loved it. Things derailed, things crashed into one another, and no damage was done, because it's tough stuff. And looking at this, it's on sale from Scale online, because the guy is closing down, which is why I bought it. Bachmann do a clerestory coach. I think the plastic they use, they've made it slightly thicker because they know it will be a children's outline, used by children.